Well, how are you guys out there? I hope you're well. You look well. Yes, you certainly do. Yes, you do look well. No matter what people say, we think you look fabulous. And from myself and the producer, a very, very good evening to you. And also tonight, I'm working on Once Upon a Time, a very lovely, lovely special guest, wonderful guest. And this is Helen Grady joining us soon. And in the meantime, no, we've got people coming in to say hello. Hello, Phil and Dev. This is Cheryl. Cheryl up there in Dunstable. Very good evening to you. And yes, good evening to wherever you are. So, okay, this evening, Lisa, she comes on the show. So, hello, Lisa. How are you? Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. Anyway, so I hope your week has been nice. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. And this evening, what we're going to be doing is entertaining you as you go into the weekend with fun-filled mediumship, laughter, mayhem, and gossip, rumours, and all sorts. Well, we don't say rumours really, but it's just good fun. A little bit of good fun. Anyway, so if you'd like a reading tonight, this is what you need to do. We need a colour, we need a question, and we also need, we've got the favourite colour question, and we just need your name there. That'd be absolutely fabulous. Especially on tonight's show, because it's more mediumship than it is based on astrology, the Wednesday show. And if you have a reading tonight, and there is a little competition you can get involved in. There's a prize draw competition. It says, right, please leave a comment, or even better still, is to post on Cafe Clairvoyance page or in the Cafe Clairvoyance group to say, just make a comment about what you thought of the reading, if you enjoyed it or not. That's great, because they'll enter you into a prize draw, and in which case you're going to get a 30-minute reading from me, and at some point over the Christmas period or the new year coming up there. So the prize is going to be drawn on Wednesday 23rd of December. Ho, ho, ho. Just before Christmas there. And yes, that's good. Alan Geary said, it's Julie here. How are you doing? I'm doing very well, thank you. Hope you are well too. And that picture there looks amazingly sunny, but I bet it's not that at the moment. You're lying. I know you're lying. Anyway, and Lisa says, hi, Helen and Phil. Very nice of you. Good. Okay. Now, also, just let you know, guys, what's coming on next Tuesday. Don't miss next Tuesday. It's going to be one of the most, how can I say, unusual, bonkers. Actually, I shouldn't say bonkers. No, I shouldn't say bonkers. Because there are theories out there which we can only just go, and raise our eyebrows and think, this is interesting. Whether you believe in this or not. We've got Jamuna Jivana Das. Now, he's coming in on Tuesday night, and you're going to think, okay, this is right, good. But he's been on before. So if you go back to about August time when he came on last time, you'll realise just how funny it was, engaging it was, and probably almost one of the very lively shows of the year regarding speaking outside of mediumship, but talking about all different things. And he's a Hare Krishna devotee. But he's going to be talking about the flat earth theory. It's not round, it's flat. When you talk to him, he says, no, it's not round, it's flat. The flat earth theory. So you guys got to get involved. So imagine you've got loads of questions, loads of things to either agree or disagree with this. But I think if you came on the show, I think it'd just be absolutely fabulous. Because he's hilarious. He's got a great personality, very funny guy. And last time I was on, it was magic. So there we go. How's that? Okay, good. In the meantime, let's just go say hello, a couple of people. Hello, Jerry. Look, we even spelt your name right this time. That's not bad going, is it? It's not bad going. And, okay, we got questions coming in already. I know, Lisa, you got a question there. If you'd like to put your question up on the screen here, that'd be fantastic. Really appreciate that. And everyone else saying hello too. That's good. Lovely to see you all. Helen Graham says hello. And yes, okay, right. Just sent a message by colour on if I'm lucky enough to be picked. Yes, you'll be picked. But can you write it in again on this feed so we can see it? Because when we do the show, Messenger, we don't have time to look at Messenger. We have to do it what comes in on the feed, if that's okay with you guys. Okay, right. In the meantime, waiting patiently there, somewhere up there in the far north, where the wind blows and the wine flows. Is that right? I just caught her there. She just have a glass of wine just before we start. Okay, right. Okay, let's have a little look here. So let's go and find out if she's there first of all. I'll go and find out if she's there. Now, where is... Oh, yes. Just listen quietly. Aha! I think it's time to come on there. Hello, hello, hello. How are you, Helen?
Hi, fine, thank you.
Good, 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 good. Fantastic. Lovely, lovely to see you this evening. And how is it up there? Is it cold? Is it warm? What's going on up there?
It's a bit miserable and drizzly, but other than that, it's okay.
Okay. Okay, great. Well, I hope you are ready because we've got loads of questions, loads of people coming in, and hopefully you can see the feed and all the information there coming through. Which case, great if you can. And right, we've she's right. What else have I got to do here? Right, loads of people coming in. My goodness, look at you all. So, are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
As ever be. That's probably about right around there. And we decided actually because this is always a show which loads and loads and loads of questions come in. We'll just get on with it. And we'll just take it from the very top. Now, if I come back to very, very first of all, Sherry Nickel wrote in before the show started. Unfortunately, I didn't get the opportunity to read the message or to put it up on the feed, but you have yourself. So although you're a little bit way down the feed here, because you wrote it before, let's put you in before. So don't forget, guys, if you would like to put in a comment after the show, after you're reading there, what you thought, put it into the Cafe Clairvoyance or Cafe Clairvoyance group. If you're not in a group, come in and join in and then leave a message there. You'll be entered into a draw and then you'll get a free 30-minute reading at some point. Okay, how's that? Okay. Ooh, ooh. So, up your neck of the woods there, has it been, have you been busy up there? What's been going on?
Oh, you really don't want to know. Oh, but I'll tell you anyway.
Oh, go on then.
I've had a new roof since I've come back. I've had a new roof put on the house.
Right.
One of the boys that was doing it put his foot through the bedroom ceiling in my daughter's room. Thank God she 5 minutes before got out the bed.
Oh,
So
dear.
that's all finished. Kev's cleaning the loft and he's just dropped something through my bedroom ceiling. So
That is fantastic. Well done, Kevin. Kevin, you're the master. Well done, Kevin. Well done. Well done. Well done. Hilarious. Hilarious. Oh, my goodness. Okay, yes, they do get a bit fragile. You've got to be very careful, those bits in between. Yes.
Oh yes. No, he's boarded most of them, but he had this plank. For some reason, he shifted one of the boxes, put it on, and I never heard it. He just said, "Come upstairs." I thought, aye, aye, he's what's he done? And there it
Well,
was.
what that could be
Big
something
piece of
that could be something romantic, like a man says to you,
no,
"I'm in bed."
the daughter's in the house.
No, no, no. Daughters don't want to know anything about that.
Exactly.
Daughters go, no.
Parents don't do things like that.
This is hilarious. This is hilarious. Oh my goodness. We could carry on this conversation, but we won't. Your daughter's in the house. Anyway, Caitlin says hello. Hello, Caitlin. Hello, all the way over there. All the way over there. Yes, we're going to put you in the list there, Caitlin. So, Kevin is laughing his head off, going, oh, yes. Oh, dear. Right. Okay. This is too funny. Oh, dear, oh, dear. I remember when I was young and you hear about stories about what your mum and dad get up to, you think, no, 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 don't tell me. It put
Yeah.
you off. It put you off passion for life, wasn't it? Oh dear, oh
How
dear.
did we got here?
Sorry?
How did you think we got here?
Yes, yes, just don't mention it to them. They just... Oh dear, oh dear, too funny. Right, okay, let's get on with this. Let's get on with this now. Let's go to Sherry. Sherry up there, Sherry, colour blue, what does my future hold? Okay, colour blue, what does my future hold? Now, I'm working on auras. I really am going to focus on aura energy. So though you've gone for the colour blue, and I zone in energy-wise on the colour blue, I'd also like to say here that in your aura at the present time, and I pick up energies from my spiritual lot and how they help me. Now, part of it around here is red. Red is there's the white part, which is called the etheric double. It's a spirit's contour to human body. And it just means that, which is a good thing to have. It's a white light that goes around here. If you got that, it's great because it means you're alive. Without that, we're not here. You're not here. You're trying to impress us, but no, you're a ghost. Anyway, so anyway, but then outside that, there's a red. Now the red here is about self-power. Self-power, and the type of colour red here as well is about picking your, it's almost like going, okay, life, I'm ready now. I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot and I want to get myself ready. And this lovely red colour there is strong. And I've got these two people here with me, and a lady who tells me here that when she was younger, she was quite a big lady. She's quite a large size. But now what's actually happened is before she passed, she lost all this weight, became a very slim lady. She wants to say here that she knew you quite well, but she wasn't over the top with you as in like closeness, probably because of either distance in miles or something like this. But her and her partner are here and they're looking at you, and the first thing they're saying here is waking up. So it's about you, Sherry, waking up. And they also want to say to me here, they're looking at bathrooms with you. Don't let Kev do it, bitches. Don't. Helen's husband. Anyway, but I'm hearing here about bathrooms, and I'm also hearing here about, would you understand about getting your eyesight checked? Because I'm seeing glasses. I know that Helen's wearing glasses, but I'm seeing you, Sherry, looking at glasses. And they're also wanted to show to me too here that there's, you've got, outside that red goes a very light blue. It's almost like a light blue of that colour there. So there, and this is showing me here too, that you've got some important choices to make in front of you. And what I pick up here, here's what I pick up here. I feel that this energy you're coming through at your life in front of you is about you having to make decisions, but decisions are going to be through the heart, not anything else. It has to come through the heart, So your choices is to go through the heart. And that's what I want to say. So that's the first thing I see here. So it's interesting. Self-power, big thing. Making your own decisions and just come a bit strong. You learned a lot. Okay, I'll pass you down the road to Helen.
Well, before I speak to Sherry, when I was in the bath, I had the name Andy shouted out for me.
Okay.
Andy in spirit. And just to say that he made me aware that his passing was expected and it was very peaceful at the end. And I asked him who he wanted to speak to, but he didn't tell me. He just came in to say that. Whether it's for Sherry or not, I don't know. It could be for somebody else, but I've had to give him off because he came first.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Right.
Just to cut it in a bit, we've got someone coming in trying to hassle for readings. He's come up.
Oh, not again.
Yes, his name is Patrick Williams. When you see it, ignore it. What the producer's going to do downstairs is hold and freeze on it and delete him. Okay, so that'll go in a minute. So
we have a different name every week.
I know, every different name every week. There you go. So there you go. Right. Okie dokie. Yes. So would you understand this? Would you understand, Sherry, about the name Andy and a guy passing and he had to? Yes. But that's what we do. Yes. Yes, Caitlin, you're quite right. Oh no, how rude. How rude. Absolutely. Yeah. Spot on there. Thank you very much for and what we want to say here, guys, we just want to say this to you. Every now and then this happens. You get someone else who comes in like this. We just want to say to you, thank you so much for supporting us, standing by us, and actually recognizing that sometimes people come in and do this, but we love you, the fact you stay with us and just ignore people who do this. But thank you. Okay, right.
That's right. One offering massages last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was offering massages rather than messages. Yeah. I think we all queued up for that one. Right. Okay. Brilliant. So let's go and pop down the road here. Now we're going to go over to Lisa. Now Lisa comes in here and she wants a little reading. Hello, Lisa. In fact, I'm going to put you up there on the screen and we can see you as well. She wants a little reading and she says, what does the future hold for me and my partner in the colour purple? I'm just going to tune in on this here for a second or two and just pick up here what I want to say. In fact, even though you've gone for colour purple, in fact, there is a lot of purple in your aura energy. And it's interesting here. Would you understand here that in maybe the past around you, you're quite I think you've been quite independent because there's quite a strong side to you here, Lisa, if you understand. It's very strong sometimes here to let go in a relationship is just like to let go of control. And sometimes for you, it's like, whoa, hang on a minute. I normally hold on to control. But I also would like to say here is this, with this energy as well. I just got a lovely lady here. What's to come up? Mother energy just comes straight through. If it's not mother, it's M, because I just got this lady coming through, but it feels like mother energy. Anyway, she's coming through because what she wants to say to you here is she says here, there's bridges to cross with you two, and you've got to decide whether you want to cross the bridge or not. And a bridge here is normally a big decision you've got to make about the relationship or where you're going to. And also with this, what I'd like to say to you is you've also got this energy about you as well, which is saying that, just listening to her here, she also would like to say here, would you understand here that there's a lot of your own emotions, thank you very much, just said your own emotions that you're dealing with, which you've got to be careful not to project onto the relationship, thinking this is reacting in a relationship. It's not, it's reacting in you. And so there's stuff you're working through here. It also relates to an old property, and maybe an old relationship you were in that is kicking off a little bit now, if you would understand that. And but this is something here that I'm starting to pick up here. She said, yes, definitely. And so I feel here this sense of power needed to be strong, and you are strong, but then having to let go a little bit to work with someone. Sometimes here, and the modern times are coming up with this, that I would say to you regarding your relationship, there is absolutely no rush. None at all. Don't put yourself there thinking, I've got to do this now. No, you don't. Relationship can be long lasting. You can even be living in separate houses, which for someone like you is like bliss. He goes home. It's magic. A lot of women actually enjoy that. Don't they, Helen? It's laughing at me going, oh my God, she's going to be careful what she says now. Yes. Okay, she said yes. She said yes. Okay. Anything else you would like to add there to Lisa?
Well, as you're talking to Lisa, I had a couple come in, a lady and a gentleman, and they were a pair.
Yes, yes.
And also, the lady is talking to me now. She says the man kind of held his own counsel, but the lady's not afraid to say what's to be said. There's great expectations around Lisa, or somebody's got great expectations, but you're just going to be proved wrong. Whatever it is, you're going to be proved wrong in a good way, not a bad way. Don't take it negative, take it positively. There's no rush, I'm being told. And as the lady steps back now, the gentleman comes up. Now, the lady that I'm speaking to on the earth plane, Lisa, has a spiritual aspect about herself.
Okay.
She's frightened to develop it. She's had it a long time, but she's frightened to develop it in case she sees something, or you know how people are.
Yeah.
But the lady said, don't be frightened because I'll be with you. She's
Oh,
telling me
bless.
a mother figure now. She's telling me.
Yes, that's what I really feel there.
And to be quite honest, Lisa has felt her mother a few times. And I feel that this lady thought before she spoke, because she's making me slow down while I'm speaking, whether it was an ailment, she's telling me, but also she slowed down. She could get the words across, but not as quick as she would have done normally if she hadn't been ill.
Okay.
At least we'll understand that, because this is how the lady's talking to me. The gentleman she is showing me, I find has got very long legs. Because I'm laughing, I'm just seeing a pair of legs.
Oh, charming. charming.
Yeah, just the legs. Well, tell it right now. The reason I'm being shown legs is the parallel of the pants. He's telling me that there's a situation with Lisa that the parallel, things have to be parallel. They have to be the same. They have to be together is the word I want to use. I don't know what they mean. It's for Lisa to find out herself. Now then, I just heard, yeah. There's a dog in spirit wheel with them. I've also been shown the bird in the cage. If she can't relate to the bird in the cage, then relate to it as symbolism that somebody's waiting to be released.
Okay.
That's it. And I've just been given the name Angela.
Okay.
No, it can be known as Angie.
Angela. Good. Lisa, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much. And please comment in the group or on the page there afterwards. That would be absolutely magic. Thank you very much. Now, let's go across the pond and far across the other side of the world to the far, far distant worlds of California. And that's going to have a word with Caitlin Key. And she says, black, anything for me. Now, I love the colour black because some people think because you've gone for black that it must mean is it an emo? Is it an emo or a goth? That's it, a goth, not an emo. What's an emo?
Nemo's a fish. Disneyland.
Sorry. Right, I got that one. I did well there. Yeah, well done. Thank you very much. Right, goth. It sounds a bit gothic because you've got the colour black, but actually it's not, because this is quite interesting. What I'm picking up here, I've got this sprightly lady coming through who loved being done up. She loved to look pretty. She loved to look beautiful. She's just stepping through me, and she just tells me a big D to do with her name. You know, like Doris, Doreen, this particular name here. And as she's talking to me, lovely, lovely energy. She's coming through. She just says, lift your spirits up. Lift your spirits up. Because she really wants to get through to you to say here, don't think things are going to go wrong. That's not true. That what things are going to start doing is they're going to start lifting for you, in which case, great. Now, she also wants to say to me here, she's looking at it, she says here, part of you wants to go back into study. Studying things, writing things, studying things, and working. She said, that is good here. But you've got another side, which you're scratching your head here going, well, I get a sense of feeling something else is coming up for you. And you're quite right. You're going to start the study, but then comes a job for you, which is going to make you laugh. Make you laugh here, because they're saying to me here, and the reason it's going to make you laugh is because it's on what you're see as your joke, your side here. But you're going to be in a job with a uniform. And you're going, but I never thought I'd be in a uniform or doing a uniform job. Well, I pick up, you will be doing a uniform job. And I'm picking up here too, that I see here, big smile on your face. Oh my goodness, she just saying to me here, she just said to me here, she says, there's this lovely, beautiful feeling of gaining your own self strength, confidence, purpose, all this, like the fire's coming back into your belly. And this is strong. So her energy there say here, come on now. And she wants you to lift up. This lady here, when she passed, she said she had a stroke, because I see one side of her face go before she passed. And then I think the ailments to do with this, I think eventually took her over onto the other side. But she just wants to say that she's there. So Caitlin, hopefully that helps there. Now, I was going to pop down the road, or pop up the road, and go see Helen, see what she wants to say.
Well, as you're talking there, I've just been told by a lady coming that there's an anniversary due around this time now. There's also a friend of the young lady on the earth plane who was with this lady.
Right.
And to tell her that your friend's all right.
Oh, lovely.
Okay.
Lovely, lovely.
Apparently there's been a bit of upset and a bit of what if and if only, but your friend's okay.
Oh,
because
bless.
this lady's not them here with them. That's all I have to say. And like you, Phil, I think black is a wonderful colour, because even though I don't wear it myself, because it absorbs all the energies and all the other colours. And it's a very important colour. People think they wear black to protect themselves, but it's not. It's to absorb all the other colours, which the person on the earth plane for this message is in need of at this moment in time. Direction is needed.
Yeah.
But all I can say is just go with your own gut feeling. You know what's right, you know what's wrong, just make the decision.
I think you're going to have an awesome time, Caitlin. I think you're looking at the moment that thinking it's all not going particularly well. I think you're going to be seeing things very, very different in front there. So let's have a look there. Now, one of the things I say about you talk about colour black, I've got a crystal ball, but one of the balls I got down there is an obsidian black crystal ball, black ball, and that is fantastic. Just to hold on to that, if you ever get the chance to hold on to one, you'll just notice when you do is like you're drawn into it, because all the energy you don't need just gets absorbed into it, and you're left feeling very clear. It's a great clearing energy. So the colour black is mighty good, even if you are a bit of a goth.
I keep
but you're
looking
not.
that fella's back on here again, he's the
Is he?
clown. He's changed his name again.
Oh, for goodness sake, you changed it. Oh, that is too funny. That's too funny. It's almost a sense of humour there.
And he is giving massages.
He's giving massages again. Oh,
He's saying, Zoe Dobby, inbox me for face reading. I have massage for you.
massage. Okay.
The clown.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear, dear, oh dear. Anyway, right. This is an interesting one, especially drawn towards Christmas here. Let's go up. Let's go down the road a little bit. We'll cross back over to Europe and to the UK. I mean, speak to Joe. Very good evening to you, Joe. I hope you are well. Lovely to catch hold of you this evening. And she says, "Am I on the right love path, please?" Ooh, okay. Now, am I on the right love path? That's an interesting question. I get the feeling here. If you want to go ahead and do this one, by all means do. If you want me to start it, I'll start it.
Well, it's Joe, is it? Right.
Yes.
Right. I am being told love is in the air. Everywhere you look around, love is in the air. And as this song is being sung to me, I've got a gentleman coming through
Yep.
who is a friend of Joe's, not a relation, a friend. And he's telling me to tell Joe, go for it. Don't lag behind.
Fantastic.
Like
yes.
did.
Yes.
Like he did. He left it too late for love.
Mm-hmm.
She knows who he is. Normally I get a name but he's not giving his name. But don't leave it too late. It's all around you, and what you're looking for is practically in front of you.
That's fantastic.
You just need to open up in every aspect. Open up. It's already there.
Yeah.
But you're blind to it. Gosh, anything that's in front of you, you get oblivious about. Well, don't be. Look, I also have Luke shouted from the spirit world for you. I have Sarah, I have Mary, and a name like begins with D. I can't say it. It sounds like a foreign name, but it begins with D anyway. So
okay. Brilliant. Now, would you understand? Now, it's interesting you say that. Would you understand, Joe, that a lot of people passed over who were not necessarily related to you, but through whatever happened in their lives, they passed over and through life, but they're all there. It's almost like they're a gang of friends over there for you. Now, you talk about a guy there is interesting because I also pick up the name Bill. And William Bill, quite an old guy. He always had like a little mooey, or what like a little mooey, and little glasses here. Just see little glasses on him, little mooey. Sounds like there's very fair hair, and he said to me, he says his health, his bones, and everything. He just had a hard life, but he passed, but he's there for you now, and though his body wasn't good, his spirituality, his zest of life, his personality and humor was brilliant, and he really wants to show that he's laughing over there now, and he's laughing about a lot of things. And he's also got a collie dog with him, and he showed me here to say to you, he says, no, I just pick up here. I agree with you, Helen. I think love is in front of you, and I think it's about you being you. You don't have to overwork or overdo or overtry, overbe yourself. No, it's about you being you, Joe. And I think if you're
can I just say, I've just had somebody singing here, oh Danny boy, the pipes are calling. So whether Joe can relate to the name Danny or it's an Irish connection, I don't know, but it's somebody singing oh Danny boy to her.
Yes. Yeah, oh, that's lovely. So if you go along that now, is that Danny Boy? Is that a Scottish one or an Irish one?
No, it's Irish.
Is it? I don't know.
Yes.
It's all bloody foreign to me anyway. Never mind.
Oh, says he with Irish connections.
Anyway, never mind. Right, there we go. Right. Okay, thank you very much. Oh, let's go and have a look at chat over at New York. Right. Deanne says, hi, Phil and Helen. Happy Friday from a girl on the subway in New York. Multitasking. We won't ask what you're doing down there multitasking on the subway, because maybe you're busking. Maybe I bet you're busking down there singing ABBA songs. Fantastic. I bet it's absolutely brilliant. Oh dear. Anyway, also we've just had. Let me put my glasses back on here. She's, I just come back down here. Zoe says, hello, Terry. That's very nice. And everybody else coming up here. Ramona says, hello, 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 hello. And as we go further down, Deanna says, oops. And right, okay, I'm just going on to, where are we now? Let's come down to Alan Geary. I know this is not Alan, this is Alan, but this is Julie Geary. So though it says Alan, because that's his phone, I'd imagine here on Julie. Now, is it a good time to change jobs? I love these ones. Is it a good time to change jobs? I feel this energy at the moment. Now, I've got loads and loads and loads of spirit energies around me at the moment, almost like they're queuing up, like at a bus stop. And it feels like this long line of them. They want to come through and speak to you there, Julie. Now, would you understand here that part of your work here is to work in like a service industry, like, for instance, like a caring work or doing things for people? There is something coming up there. And in fact, one particular gentleman, and I'm hearing the name Edward, just steps forwards right up to me, through me, and just wants to come up to you and say to you here. And he was a man who loved structure. So it almost sounds like he was forces like. But he loves structure. And he's saying to me, he to say to you here, he says here, the structure isn't there yet though, is it? He says here, the structure isn't right to move or change things just yet, but it is coming. But the biggest thing here is within that structure is about the feeling within yourself that this is the right thing to go and do. Then he tells me here is the right thing to go and do. However, Julie, I've got to say to you, would you also understand here that you've known this for a little while, but would you understand you're starting to step out more spiritually, give out messages to people and work in mediumship yourself? Because the energy here is very strong with you. And I got this line. And when I get a line here like this, I get the feeling that there's a little bit more to what's going on in the world than what we see, and a little bit more to people. There's a lot of spirit activity with you. And they're saying to me here that next year is quite an unusual year, because I think you'll almost find like something is not drawing out of you because you're losing it, but it's drawing out of you because you're going to start using it. So that's going to be interesting. Okay. So that's what I pick up here. This particular gentleman, yes, very, very, it's almost like he stands in front of me here, like between me and the screen and you. And he's very, he loves structure. He likes things, get things structured right and get the feeling right. Then it's time to change. Otherwise, no. What would you like to say there, Helen? Anything else you'd like to say?
Right. I've got a gentleman, and he's telling me a brother figure for Julie.
Right.
She's feeling a bit bogged down at the moment, and things are getting a bit too much. I know you were talking about spiritual work for her, but I feel that she's taking too much on of it at the moment. People are draining her. People are asking too much of it at this time.
Okay.
And this gentleman says, it's not the same gentleman that you were on about. This is a younger gentleman. And he's saying, I'm keeping my eye on you and I'm keeping guard for you. And it is a brother figure. It could be brother-in-law, it could be brother. He's just saying a brother figure. Normally they would say to me, I'm a brother, but he's not. And just look after yourself, girl, he's saying, because something's bogging you down. I want to say overwhelming her.
Yeah. Okay.
And sometimes when you get overwhelmed, I know that this lady sees spirit. She actually sees them because they're showing me on the wall now, her seeing things. Not so much the hearing that, but she sees. Don't let it drain you and been told, because I think that's what you're doing, and make sure that you close down when you've done your work.
Okay. I think there's a big thing there, isn't there? I really pick up that. Right. Let's go and have a little look here. Now, also a couple other people just popped in to say hello. We just want to say hello to them too. Right. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. Yes, there's that funny one. Yes, let's just come down here. Right. Just look at these. Right, Laura Graham. Hello, Laura. Let's go and have a little chinwag with you. And she says, "Read any messages for me?" Well, let's go and have a little look here and see where we come across it. Now, first thing I'd like to say to you here, Laura, is right. Would you understand And it's interesting. I've got a lady here, and I guess she, all right, is a bit traditional, but this lady is quite interesting. She's coming through to me, and one of the things that she absolutely loved was her dinner plates because they had a design on them. Yeah, she designed it like, so look, I've got to show you my dinner plates because she loved to show. So don't laugh. I'm trying to do this here, and it's hard work trying to say dinner plates. Okay, right.
Sorry.
No. It's okay. Right. Anyway, so she showed me dinner plates. She shows me her cutlery services and things like this because she loved either entertaining people and she loved showing everybody her fancy dinner plates. Now, this lady here is coming over, and she wants to say to you, she says, would you understand here that you've been feeling like not yourself and maybe a little bit cold? I'm not saying because of the weather. I'm saying it because you're feeling a bit down with health or down just to yourself. You're feeling, I just need to wrap myself up and keep myself secure and warm and just keeping myself there. So that's the way I tend to see it here. And he's showing me here she's showing me here as well to say to you that would you understand here? All you've got to do sometimes is just stand back and watch, stand back and look, stand back and just be. See, they don't want to ask anything of you. You don't have to do anything right now. It's just watching, it's just being, just living, just breathing, relaxing. That's what she's saying to me at the moment. And it's almost like enjoying company of people, like the people who chat on the phone, the people who meet, whatever it is. But just enjoying, just even the things that we take for everyday life and everyday living, and even take for granted at times. Just is to enjoy this. So that's her thing to you at the moment. Because I don't see any big ideas, worries, things like this you've got to get involved in. Not at all. I'll pass you down the road to Helen.
Hi. Well, when you mentioned Laura and the colour red, I'd got Billy Ocean singing "Red Like Spells Danger," and then I got loads of disco music. So I feel as though there's maybe a merry dance going on around Laura.
Yeah.
And I know red, people think, oh, it is for danger, but I believe it's for energy because I think something is wearing Laura down.
Yeah.
And as I'm saying that, there's a lady coming through now. And she says to me, sit down, take note of what's going on and do something about it. I've also then had Tom Jones. This lady obviously loved Tom Jones music because it's actually like Tom Jones's voice and he's singing into my ear.
Okay. Oh, lovely. Lovely.
And it's hilarious, really, because this lady now is coming forward and she's showing me she was my build, but she had a massive big head of hair, whereas mine's cropped. It needs cropping again. We've got more roots here. But she had a really big head of hair, but she was my build.
Okay.
She's telling me she's from her mother's side of the family.
Okay.
She's not telling me who she is, but from her mother's side.
All right.
And she's saying, yes, there is a merry dance being on, but there's also gaiety and laughter because there's lots of music. And I feel that this is what Laura needs at the moment in time, a little bit of gaiety and light laughter instead of being a bit bogged down. Look, don't let the one that's putting the pressure on the merry dance here put you down. You sort it, girl.
I think if you do, you'll be so happy. Really. I agree. I just feel like just do the things that don't bring you into stress or anything like this. I just feel just do, and you're on your way there. Yes. Carmen. Hello, Carmen. Now you come up here and you said to us, now we need a bit more details here. Carmen, you said here that Orange, a short reading for a friend of mine. Thanks. Could we have the friend of yours name? Because that would be good. That'd be really good if you could do that. And is this her colour or is this your colour? So we need to get that quite clear, or else we'll be going off on weird directions. So we need to know that there, and that would be cool. Right. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. Yes. Deborah says here, for a reading tonight, please give one colour and one question. And Zoe says here, any advice on energy? Okay. Yes. Any advice on energy? Right. Okay. Let's have a little look here. Um, I'm just seeing up there. I've just read that some up the stream there, especially what the producer just said. It's just quite funny. She says Irish. Shoot him now. I've got to be careful how I say that. Yes. Anyway, never
Oh,
mind.
she'll kill you. She'll
Oh no,
kill
she
you,
will do.
Philip.
She will do. I was trying to think where it comes from. I thought, is that Scottish? I mean, it's not. I knew it wasn't Welsh. Anyway, right. Anyway, Zoe.
It's
Don't
getting
worry
worse,
about
lad.
me. Don't worry about me. Right, just having a moment. Right. Okay. Zoe, any advice on energy? Now, she's gone for the colour blue as well. Let's go for the colour blue. And I like that. Now, you've gone for the colour blue. I could really start zoning in. Now, Zoe, the first thing I want to say to you here is it's interesting with energy because all I see around you is white. And this energy I feel here is very, very strong, very, very strong here. And I've got to say to you here, this feeling about energy is about transformation with you because the aura energy around you, most of it is white. And when I pick up an aura colours like this, it's because you're going through a major, major, major transition of life, energy, change, and where you're going here. Now, some of it's like this, you literally have no idea where you're going. And that's not a bad thing. It's because the universe, the energies which are working with us, take us through these particular periods of time sometimes. We haven't got a clue, but we know we're okay. So Zoe, the first thing I say was, I've gone for colour blue. As I zone in colour blue, I then pick up your aura and I then pick up this white. And it's about, whoa, bringing out confidence, saying things. Well, why did I say that for? And why did I think this? And why you're open. You're very open. So the energy is clearing in you. You're starting to clear and you're starting to get stronger and happier. So that looks really, really interesting. I think here that you're going through a major transition of time. But one thing I do see out of this aura there that I'm looking through is a new car. All right, I know you can say it to anybody. Say it to anybody. You can say a new car, but I do see it, and it's not particularly big. It's quite a small one, but I see a new car, and I've got this. As I'm talking now, I've got this lovely, lovely lady who loved her hair, but she wore a wig because she didn't have much hair, unfortunately. And but her wig always used to look very nice, and she obviously used to tell everybody it was her own hair. And but she's here coming through, and it's interesting because I'm hearing Tilda. I'm also hearing Margaret. Tilda and Margaret. Now this could be two different people. Maybe it's this one and the same name. But I hear this lady coming over, and she is saying to me here. She says you got to look further. You got to look further. It's not about the immediate now. You look further where we're going to, because one thing she sees here is oceans with you, the sea. So I don't think you're working on the sea, going to be working on the sea, but you're going to be going overseas. And I think here, where is it you want to go? How is it you want to go and lead your life? Where do you want to go to? And so the white is about opening up opportunities for you. I like to go and pop down the road and go and have a look for, let's go and have a look and see what Helen says for Zoe.
Well, when you said the colour blue, I just got a gentleman singing, "Blue is the colour, football is the game."
I know that's London.
Do. And he was quite, whoa,
I used to
as he's singing
love
it.
that song.
And then as he stood there, then a lady came next to me and she was carrying a child from the spirit world and was just holding, it was a baby in arms, but was holding and was just as though to say, everything's okay. Everything's all right. The child that passed is fine.
Yes.
It's
that's
fine.
nice. Yeah.
And then the man's singing again, "Oh, football." And the lady's telling him to shut up, because I feel he was football mad here. I don't know if they connected because they didn't actually come in as a couple. He came first singing and then she followed. But she's telling him to shut up while she wanted to say something. She gives me the connection and name with Lily.
Okay.
And also Francis. I'm not sure if it's a man or a woman, the name Francis, because it was shouted from the spirit world. Now Stephen connects as well. And I said, what's that? And it's a blueberry muffin, a great big blueberry muffin that I have to give to Zoe. Now, whether she likes them, I don't know, or it's a bit of a joke, but it's a big one. and he just give to you.
Oh, beautiful.
Now, Wednesday, the day of the week, Wednesday, I keep being told Wednesday. So whether Wednesday is a lucky day for it or things happen on a Wednesday, but just take that. And
Yes.
the 7th, the 12th, and the 15th, whatever that means, I just give it as it comes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Also, Zoe, thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's very informative. That's brilliant. Zoe, would you also understand about teaching, please? Teaching, training, coaching, because I'm picking up this, but I want to say teaching first. So I'd just like to say that as that comes through. And I think teaching is a big element, maybe, of a part of a life that's going to be come out in front for you, and how it can seem challenging, but actually it's going to look pretty good. So hopefully you would understand that too. And so that sounds, yes, it sounds awesome. Thank you very much for joining us tonight for where all walks of the world, all walks of life, all walks of the world, and lovely to see you guys. Now, let's go pop just up the road, up my side of the road here, to a lady called Carmen, and she says here, blue is Carmen's colour, but she sees for her friend, So this is, okay, so this is complicated. Well, not complicated. It's complicated to explain this. But Carmen has come on here, but she wants a message for a friend. And just to maybe give her some calmness, or maybe give some reassurance, or to things like this here. Now, it's interesting here because I've got a gentleman who's just stood up beside me here, and a very, very friendly man. And he was Spanish, because I can hear his voice. He was a very Spanish man. And he tells me here he was a big hearty man. So he was a tall man, big heart, loads of energy. And he just wants to say here that he's full of love. But he wants to say to me here, he says that he was the partner. He was a partner to the lady, I believe here, who's asking the questions, because he wants to show me here there is this connection here, and he wants to say that his partner, who's down here, is worrying about her health. Like, is there a problem? I am not the doctor. I'm not a doctor, and I would never give medical advice. But one big thing I pick up here is stress. There's a lot of stress around the lady who's down here. And I also want to say here, Carmen, that this particular lady we're giving a reading for is putting on a very strong, brave face, and wanting to be happy and be there for everyone. But sometimes she just needs to just allow people to hug her, take care of her. And this man wants to say, he says, they're all over here, he says here, and there's a brother over there as well. Now I'm just trying to work out if it's his brother or her brother, but he's there, and he wants to say that he's been on the other side for a long time, but he didn't have much hair, and there was a little bit round there, didn't have much hair. So he just says this to me, and but he's over there as well. And I'm just trying to see if I almost get like a D name to do with him, like David, or how you pronounce it in Spain, and. So it's very, very, very interesting energy. And one of the things, but the main thing he wants to say here is that he loves her, and to let her know that to let her know that he is okay. He is okay, Paul. What a lovely, big, hearty man. And also, I just want to say a little bit of tuftiness around here. A bit of tuftiness. He just says he liked that. He didn't want to be too clean. He loved a bit of, yes, a bit of sandpaper. Bit of sandpaper around the shops. And so that's his message. Lovely man, lovely big man. And he just shows me cats as well. Cats. He loved his cats. And he didn't like gardening, but he wants to show me here. He says he got into gardening later on in his life, even if it was the flower pots on the balconies, whatever. Yes. Okay. Helen, would you like to say anything at all?
Yes, yes. I think it might be the same gentleman, to be honest, because he sat here twiddling his thumbs, the great thinker. And then he's also telling me to tell the lady on the earth plane, you'll never guess who I've met up with. And as he stood aside, the young female energy came through, and he said, I found her, I've got her.
Oh,
and this
bless.
is to be passed on to the lady on the earth plane. Don't worry, I've found her. I've got her.
That's nice.
and that's
Yes.
all I have to say. And
Yes.
then he stepped back because I've told him. He came quite close to me, and then just to say that, and then he went.
Okay. Okay, that's nice though. That's lovely because sometimes, and I also get the feeling here on both sides here. There's a little bit of religion here, and sometimes when they're religious, so whether they're whatever church or divination they are, they give the message they do disappear because they're not used to spirituality as talking to people like this. It's but once you're over there, you're home, and most of the time they're quite happy to come over and chat away. There we go. Good, 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 good. Let's do a little bit of this. Now, all the music produced for this show, for these shows, as I say here, is by Sammy Hammy. He was due to be on Tuesday earlier on this week, but unfortunately he's not well. He's not a well bunny. So we wish him well. Wish him well there, and we just want to say to him a speedy recovery. And at some point when he's fit and well, he'd love to come back on and do. It'll be a Tuesday morning. It'll be a pop up, as we call it, and he'll come on and we'll do that. But we'll give you loads of warning beforehand. But last time he was on, I was giving the readings, and then he was playing music to the readings. So yes, and it went down exceptionally well. So he's a lovely chap. So we'll see him in not too distant future. Anyway, Carmen says, thanks you both. No problem at all. It's been an absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure. And where we go now? Let's go and have. Now, okay, we've got all the odd, unusual questions tonight. The ones with you've got to go through corridors to get to things. Now, Shara has asked for her friend Lorraine. Pink, any messages? Not sure if Lorraine is here to respond. Okay, but I think Lorraine is with her. So we're going to have a little chat and just pick up here about Lorraine. And whilst I'm just vibing here, just pick this up. And do you know what? It's funny, actually. I don't know if you picked this up, Helen, but would you understand what I said to you, that sometimes the messages are like, bang, they're super quick and they're there. And other times you have to wait a little while.
Yeah.
And
yeah, you just get a snippet and then you just have to wait. And then
yes,
because sometimes you can get two wanting to come in at the same time.
Oh,
and
Lord,
you've just got to stop.
Yes.
And wait to see what comes first. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. There's, all the time, it's different ways and different things. It's learning curve for me every day.
Okay, I agree. And sometimes it takes a little while for the messages to come over. You just have to sit there and wait a while until, like someone says, it's like they're reading the newspaper. Oh, sorry, you wait for me? Yes, and then they come over.
Yeah, it's funny, yeah.
Linda Child says, anything for me. Linda, we need a colour and a question, please. That would be great, then we can work with you. And right, okay, so let's just go back to show here. She says here, so pink. As I work with the colour pink, the aura colour pink, the first thing I want to go into Lorraine here is her teeth. Now, I don't want to go and say I'm a dentist. I don't want to say anything like this, but energy around teeth, I want to look at the upper jaw on the right-hand side. So that's mine. So you're seeing it around the other way, but not to worry. But it's on the right-hand side. And I just seen teeth there. I'm also seeing here, would you understand, Lorraine, the need to laugh. The need to enjoy, the need to lift spirits and laugh. I'm picking up this here. And also, there's two gentlemen over there in the spirit world. One was a short man. In fact, he is very short. He's almost like I'm looking at a dwarf or a munchkin. Munchkin out like the Wizard of Oz. He was a very, very small chap. But that's what he wants to show me here. He's very short. And the other one is a bit taller, but there's a relationship between these two guys because they're both coming over together. As you were saying just a moment ago, how sometimes spirits come through together, but I can actually see these two.
Yeah.
And sometimes when they do that, they also work as one sometimes. They work as one. So they give the energy through two as one, and they give it to me. Now, what I want to pick up here is Lorraine has been sort of stressing, thinking that her life's got to go down a particular road, and oh God, how's it going to happen? And focusing intently on a part of her life to thinking life's got to go a particular direction, or thinking that's the way for her. And actually, without being rude to her, and as she probably knows, it's not at all. because I'm picking up here that all Lorraine has to do is just go, whoa, you don't have to, we don't have to push ourselves so extremely down that particular road. You can actually just, whoa, just let the tide of life take you in a direction you're supposed to be going. And sometimes when things don't work out, it's because we're on the wrong path. Wrong path, but you're being brought onto the right path. So Lorraine, I feel, has been brought onto the right path and is then going to be happier and just go, okay, I just need to chill out a little bit. And also, here's an interesting thing I'd like to say. Don't try to correct people. Let people correct themselves. You don't have to say too much. Just go, okay, just leave it with them. Let people go and think. That's interesting. And I think here things evolve without you even having to say anything. So it's quite funny there. Yes. And also, I've got to say this too. Home brewing of wine or beer. We're coming round. We're on our way
We
round.
are.
We are round. It's going to be hilarious. Great fun. Yes. Anyway, so I'd just like to pass you over to our very good friend Helen and see what picks up for Lorraine, Pink, and yes, see what we pick up there. Cheryl says she's laughing her
Well,
head
as
off at
you
the
were
moment.
talking about Lorraine, and the pink, for me, pink for her would be love and protection that she's needing at this moment in time, because a lady came through who Lorraine favours, meaning Lorraine resembles, not
Okay.
just physically, but emotionally as well, I have to say. I feel that there's a lot of sadness around Lorraine at this moment in time.
Yeah.
But like this lady is saying to me, don't whatever it is, let get to you like things got to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because this lady's coming across as, I want to say, fragile. That's a word I have to use, fragile. Don't let things make you fragile like I was.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Strong at heart, but in the end, things got her down and was
Yes.
fragile. And I'm being told, just Lorraine will know who the lady is because she looks like her.
Okay.
She resembles her. So it's
Okay.
a family member. But oh, now, would Lorraine understand twins? Because we say twins, say twins.
Okay. Okay.
And I think that Lorraine is a little bit frightened of clowns because I've just been shown a clown. No, clowns don't bother me, but some people are a bit afraid. And the message from that is clowns are only made up,
Mm-hmm.
they're not real.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid, because I think she can be a bit afraid of her own shadow at times.
I think that's a
And
very
now I've just been given washing
yes.
and pegging washing on the line now. So told people love to air the dirty washing in public, but Lorraine doesn't, because Lorraine's is clean that's been put on the line. And
Ah,
you keep it
fantastic.
that way,
Good.
girl, I'm being
Good.
told.
Lovely. That's really nice. Really nice.
There's too
Right.
many verbal newspapers around, and not all you read is true.
That's right. I totally agree with that. Yes. For Lorraine, I think she doesn't need to listen too much what other people are saying. It's all fine. Now, we've got Linda Childs. She's just popped in right at the end here. She said, Purple, moving on in my life, will my son be okay? We've got about a couple of minutes to answer this, but let's have a look. The first thing I'd like to say to you here is, there's a gentleman coming over from the spirit world. I'm not going to go too much into this, Inna, because if you need to chat, then we could do this at a later date. But I'm picking up here that you've really looked on in your life, seen your life, and gone, oh my God, it's really been difficult. It's really been heavy. And because I'm picking up the aura energies, and I know there's been like, whew, you've been right down. And for you, I'd say for moving on is probably the best way you could go. And will your son be okay? Well, your son actually is the one which I would say here, yeah, your son is the one here. I'd say is on your side. He's on your side here. He wants to help you. He wants you to be okay. I think he wants you to just lift your spirits and be you. But I'm just picking up here. Whoa, this has not been an easy time, Linda, and I think you're coming on to a better time in front of you. I think you just need to give yourself loads of time. Surround yourself with positive, vibey, happy people. You'll be good. You'll be good. Then you pick back up. But it's brick by brick, isn't it? It's bit by bit. And also been said here been told to say to you here, I've got a lovely lady here who wants to come over, and she's just thrown me a cauliflower. And every time I see something like a cauliflower, I know to tell you here that you just got to be careful. Got to be careful here that sometimes what you need is to keep your health right through your vegetables, things like this, through eating. Yes. Sweet pie, come add to the list. Well, it's very nice to see you this afternoon. Very nice to see you this evening, rather, should I say. Yeah, we're right at the end of the show. So if you want to come on to do a reading here, you need to come on an hour before, and we'll be more than happy to add you to the list. Alternatively, we're also on Tuesday night, so that will be fun as well. But Helen, anything you'd like to say to Linda?
Well, I was listening to you, to be honest, and I was drawn to Linda's name, Linda Child, and was told that you need to look at your inner child, Linda. Stop being so serious and so intense. Let the inner child inside you come out.
Yes.
Because I feel that you just don't allow that about yourself. You're too busy being rigid and listen to your inner child. Sometimes your inner child knows more than you, the adult. And that's all I got.
Yes. Sorry, Linda, we didn't mean to come on an hour earlier, because that's fine. But you can do if you like to. We're welcome to. But it's Sweet Pie who's come on. It says here that she'd like a reading, but actually you're right at the end of the show. So, Linda, hope that helped you out. Right, okay, and right, okay, yes, Sweet Pie, got your question there. Bring that forward to next week. Bring it next week, or Tuesday next week, or Friday next week. We're happy to answer you. But in the meantime, Linda, hopefully that's helped you out. And I'd just like to say we are back on Tuesday evening with guest Jamuna Javina Das. It's going to be an extraordinary evening, and we're talking about Happy Christmas Special, the Hare Krishna way, and also the Flat Earth Theory. Flat Earth Theory. Join me, please. That one is going to be hilarious, because he's got such a personality, such a funny man here. It's not going to be a show you expect. It will just be hilarious. He is good. He's really funny. But he does have a philosophy about flat Earth. A lot of it that you could argue with here. He's got a counter argument, so it's going to be hilarious. Okay, right. Anyway, but in the meantime now, a big thank you from myself. A big thank you to producer Deborah, who's been on the show in the background and responding to everybody. Thank you very much to everybody else who's come on. And guys, Helen, thank you so much indeed. It's been absolutely lovely.
Very welcome.
Okay. Yeah, chat to you very shortly. In fact, I'll chat to you after the show. That's all right, Helen. And I'll speak to you guys soon. Meantime, loads of love. Mwah. Big hearts and burgers. Hearts and burgers. See, it's all the same. It's all the same.
I'm starving.
Starving. Oh dear. Time to get Kevin's foot out of the loft there and get him in the kitchen.
Out the bedroom ceiling, more like.
Oh dear. There's romance up there. Yeah, I'm sure there is. Anyway, take care, guys. Have a lovely evening.
Bye.